What's going on, everybody? It is Coach Greg Adams back in here with another YouTube live stream. Shout out to the Coach Gang.
And that's you.
For being in here, being involved, and being active on this YouTube channel. And welcome back to Wednesday Facts Over Feelings live stream, where we kick the Mickey Ficky facts and we don't give a fox about your feelings. You ain't here with the Bruce Wayne of this ish. I'm the king of kings. I'm the king of content. I'm the speaker of truth. Yours truly, the notorious one, a.k.a. Mr. Coachellini, better known as the prognosticator, Coach Stradamus. You're still in the Desert Storm bunker with none other than EWF. That is every woman's fantasy, but you can call me CGA, see God Allah Nabi. The 14th time demonetized champion of YouTube. An update story here. Tyreek Hill from the NFL, Pookie Floyd himself, is headed for a divorce. Could that be true? All right, apparently there was a police incident on Wednesday listed as a domestic dispute, according to the police report that we have obtained. And apparently there was possibly a domestic dispute, but no one was arrested in this situation. But we learned some details about what happened in this 5-month marriage. Okay? 5-month marriage here, guys. The marriage wheel is undefeated. Did Tyreek Hill get set up for ye old okie doke? All right, we got that. And we also have the sub main event. Why Mitch ass ninjas don't like to see men celebrate their own success. We got that and much, much more to contribute to today's show. $sign. The Notorious CGA on the Cash App, Venmo, Coach Greg Adams TV. PayPal is paypal.me/Coach Greg Adams. And that is near the top of the description box on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. And you can super chat by clicking the link on the top of the live chat on the Free Agent Lifestyle channel. All right, Pro Man says, I know I'm hard on ninjas, pause, but ninjas are the virus to black people. The problem is other people are entertained by them. Are you not entertained? In fact, I was perusing through Twitter. I don't even know if I'll be able to pull it up. I was perusing through Twitter, and they were showing us that there are some black men in Africa that are cosplaying Atlanta niggas. All right, let me see if I can pull it up. And did I say the N word? Did I say the ER? Was that a hard R? Possibly it was a hard R, but I'm not sure here. It might be out of order, so I won't be able to do it. But Pro Man, you're on to something. Ninjas are entertainment, and that's the problem with ninjas. Ninjas are entertainment, and they then become something that people want to emulate. But there's a problem with it. It's not a good long-term strategy. All right, so long-term, it's not something that people want to do. They just want to do for a short period of time. Like a white girl who talks like she's black, all right, she'll do that for a little while, and she'll clean up her act. All right, she'll clean up her act when it's time to. Justin Timberlake made a whole career mimicking ninjas. Soon as he pulled out Janet Jackson's titty in that old chocolatey areola, that ninja been the biggest white boy you ever seen. He cut them little curls out of his hair, and he got the white boy comb over, and he been white ever since. All right, he been white ever since. So, yeah, it's something that you want to mimic for a short period of time, and you'll be super duper cool, and you'll, dap, and then you'll slap me some skin on the backside. And people think, you want to be part of the cool kids until it's time to make some money, and then you scramble back and you become a white boy and a white girl. Yeah. Vanilla Ice, he went out there. I was a thug out in Miami, and then he made some money, and now that nigga racing motorbikes. You know what I mean? He racing motorbikes and on the boat like white people. So, people want to be cool and mimic. They want to mimic niggas long enough to get entertained and be cool, but then when it's time to get serious about life. Yeah, Pink, same thing. Pink was a mimic the whole. She did the whole. I'm a Tina Marie wannabe, and then as soon as she wanted to do her own shit, she became a white girl. She became a Butch Bulldagger white girl. All right, it's a thing. So we got to understand that. All right, but that's actually a good point, Pro Man. Everybody want to be a ninja until it's time to be a ninja. Shout out to our brother here. It says, your mindset is helping those who are ready. He says, I'm in the middle of talking in talks for a new job in data analytics. And they're offering $190K a year. This is surreal for a 32-year-old Latino. Your mindset has definitely helped me stay focused and not on women. This didn't happen overnight. Keep doing the Lord's work and fuck the haters. What value does a woman bring? Congratulations, brother. Look at these brothers. People want to hear about these testimonials. Ninjas is out here winning, man. You hate, hey, the people that don't want to see dudes win, y'all are losing bigly out here. Y'all getting priced out. All right, another testimony of the people that follow this particular channel. And we want y'all to catch up, but we can't save everybody. All right. Men are out here getting it, and he's 32. We always tell you right about that 32 to 35. If you focus, shit gonna start changing up, and it has to. It has to. But congratulations, brother. He said it's surreal. It's a surreal experience. 32-year-old Latino brother, man, and we getting it. He getting it, man. Congratulations. He got an offer for $190K. His life about to change. His life about to turn around. About to turn around. It's got to stay the tried and true testimonies of what happens out here. And he didn't try to build with the woman at all. You guys building with a woman ain't going to help you. All right. Ain't going to help you, Ninja. Not today, it ain't. All right, look at Tyreek Hill. Congratulations to our brother here. And he didn't say his name, but you could tell he's going, man, look, shit's working. It's working. You were right. All right, we got our brother Eric Scott Sermon in the building. He probably doesn't know why I call him that, but great Scott. All right, great Scott. Shout out to you, man. 190K. 190K. Just think, man, how many tamales you can buy with that in San Antonio? All right, there's a lot. And where's that Mexican girl on that was jiggling her titties? You can buy a bunch of those. All right, stay focused. Congratulations, man. We winning. You can win. All right, Ninja's still mad. All right, just don't show off your success. Don't show off your successes. All right, we got a guy in the comment section of a book, not a book, on one of my videos. Just stop showing your success off. Stop bragging. Mitch just can't handle it. Creative headline says, every time you talk about submergence from within, he says, I think about the black community being the vehicle for it. And he says right here, the NWO can kill two birds with one stone. Get rid of ninjas and use their influence to have other cultures do the same. Yeah. And other cultures do that. All right, they do. You get rid of the ninjas and they will find a way to do the same. It's a little thing that people don't realize is happening. And they're giving you the own gun to shoot you in the foot. All right. Oh man. Shout out to you. And we have our brother here. Can I say his name? Shout out to our brother. It is Brian. He says, Brian says, hey, CGA, I just joined the money mindset and paid my membership on PayPal. But when I go to Patreon, it tells me to upgrade and pay again. Oh, I don't know. Let me see here. So you use PayPal to pay your membership, but you signed up on Patreon, or you sent me the money. All right. If you sent me the money, you didn't sign up. So you're saying it says upgrade and pay again. Let's see here. You'd have to send me the screenshot of what you're looking for, because I'm not sure. I've never had anybody have that problem. But you paid your membership on PayPal. Yeah. I would have to see it. It sounds like you connected through PayPal, not your bank account, and then they don't understand it hasn't. You might have to call Patreon for that, but I would have to see what you're talking about. I haven't seen anybody have that issue, just to be fair. So if you can email me at coachgregadams@gmail.com, I can look at it and see what you're looking at. Then I can see what channel to tell you to go through, whether it's to go through Patreon or PayPal. All right. Let's get into it. What do we got coming up here? We have, we'll call it Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Let's do that.
Like, I with me if you ride with me. You can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky. Come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, let's get through that part of the segment. We have a couple of things going on in the world. This could be doom and gloom CGA, but check this story out here. I don't know if you guys heard that there's something called Blue Origin. And what Blue Origin is, the stars of Blue Origin's all-female flight to space. Okay, here we go right here.
New World Order.
All right, Punani flying the friendly skies to outer space. And Aisha Bowie, I don't know who that is. Amanda Nguyen, we got a Ling Ling going up. They got the whole goddamn representation too.
What kind of fuck you give me?
We got a black woman, a Ling Ling, Gayle King, an old black woman. We have Katy Perry, all right, a mayonnaise white woman, and a woman named Carrie Ann Flynn, all right, but I'm missing a woman here. Lauren Sanchez, I guess I'm missing her here. Lauren Sanchez. Oh, that's Jeff Bezos. Oh, wrong clip there. All right, that's my feed picture collection. All right, why is that showing that? All right, wrong clip. I'm glad that's what it showed you there, because it could have showed you something else. All right, that was showing the niggas winning. All right, let me see here. All right, that should have been the right clip. Let me see if I can pull this up. Why is it showing that one? It's the wrong screen. All right, let me see. Why is it the right screen showing? The right people. There we go right there. I'm glad it was I'm glad it wasn't my bank account or some shit like that. Or in my feed picture. You should have seen that shit I was looking at. I was looking at that Mexican from yesterday. All right. Here we go right here. There's the picture right there. So I'll go through it. Aisha Bowie. I'm assuming that's the black woman there on the left. You have Ling Ling, Amanda Nguyen. You have Lauren Sanchez, who is Jeff Bezos' fiance, down there with her legs and calves and cankles out. You have Katy Perry seated on the right side. You have Gayle King, Oprah Winfrey's bull dagger, allegedly standing right there with the red clown wig on. And then you have Carrie Ann Flynn, who I don't know who it is. I didn't do any research, but one of these women got their feet out. Mayonnaise Kate Perry. All right, she got her feet out. Now, you don't know, Blue Origin, there's going to be an all-female flight to outer space. And, yeah, we're going to send these 304s into the space. And it says, for all womankind. For all womankind. Again, tell me this is propaganda.
New World Order.
All right, this is propaganda. Who flying the machine? None of them. I hear they're going to have all hair and makeup and all of this. I don't know. People be like, why you hating on this? Because it's ridiculous, bro. All right, it's like, why are y'all doing this? As a matter of fact, I'm not the only one hating on this. Apparently, Olivia Munn is hating on this. All right, and so for the ladies and the gentlemen that say in the simps, why you hating on this? We're going to have some hate coming directly from a woman. She says, I don't get it. All right, so here we go right here.
Do up in space. What are you doing up there?
Olivia.
What are you guys going to do up in space? What are you doing up there?
Olivia Munn is not feeling over the moon about Blue Origin's all-female space mission. During the April 3rd episode of Today with Jenna and Friends, the guest co-host criticized the mission, which will launch passengers like Katy Perry and Gayle King into orbit.
Like, what are you guys going to do up in space? What are you doing up there? I mean, it's, by the way,
they're going for 11 minutes. They're going for 11 minutes.
So,
they're going up. I think they're going to float around a little and then come
on
back.
Like Magic Mountain. Like you're just going up and
Space Mountain. More appropriately, Space Mountain.
Space Mountain.
Olivia then emphasized there are more pressing matters to attend to back on Earth.
I just think about, I know this is probably obnoxious, but like it's so much money to go to space.
Yeah.
You know,
yes.
And there's a lot of people who can't even afford eggs.
The mom of two then doubled down on her feelings after Jenna revealed that all of the women who will be launched into space will be going in full glam.
They are getting their hair done, their makeup done, even eyelash extensions.
Like they said this out loud?
I believe so.
Hey, shout out to Olivia Munn. Let me fold her up. Bruh, she's glitching. They probably told her on the back, you realize you're on network television. Olivia Munn is looking at this shit like,
wait a minute. Who are you?
She said, I don't get it, bruh. I don't get it. Like, what the fuck is this shit? Like, why they going up there for 11 minutes, these bitches?
What the hell? Oh my God, no way.
And like, they going in with makeup and hair for 11 minutes? She can't understand and fathom why these bitches going up there, bro. So look, don't be mad at me that I'm hating. All right, Olivia Munn is hating, bro. That's some hate. All right, shout out to them. Look at her face. She looking like,
Hey, bro, come on now, dog. Come on, man.
even Jenna Bush cringy. All right, look, man, they are like, this is, oh, y'all can't see it. I'm gonna show you right there. All right, for some reason, y'all couldn't see it. Even she's looking like, I'm sorry. This don't make no sense. Why these bitches going up there, bruh? Like, what are we doing?
Extensions.
Like they said this out loud?
Yes,
I
they
believe
did.
so. In fact, Katie said she was going to put the ass in astronaut.
I mean, I think it's a bit
Over the
gluttonous,
top,
and
yeah.
I just think there are, the cover of Elle magazine.
I know.
I mean, like, isn't that, I don't know.
She hating, bruh. She's like, what? The cover of Elle magazine? She's like, this is a nothing burger. Shout out to ABL. She's like, but of course, it's feminist propaganda. This is a nothing burger, as ABL would say. I'm going to put the ass in astronaut. This is just women going up there to say, oh, there was an all woman. Bitch, y'all didn't fly the machines, did y'all? All right, this is she thinks this is a joke, bruh.
Space exploration was to further our knowledge and to help mankind. I mean, what are they going to do up there that has made it better for us down here?
Good. Bruh, I mean, I must have thought she was an airhead. Didn't she dated Aaron Rodgers? I might have it wrong. She's like, what the fuck these hoes about to do up there, bruh? This is nothing but a publicity stunt. Publicity stunt. Elle magazine, for real.
Space exploration was to further our knowledge and to help mankind. I mean, what are they going to do up there?
Nothing. But come out there and thump their chest. All right, if they don't get stuck up there.
That has made it better for us down here.
I don't know.
Jenna Bush is like, damn. All they're going to do is put the ass in astronaut, and look at these faces up here.
Along with Katie and Gail, the other crew that will blast off April 14th aboard Jeff Bezos' rocket will include his partner, Lauren Sanchez.
There she is right there, the apex predator herself. Boy, she is looking, ugh. Yuck. Look at that face, bruh. She looking rough in the face, bruh. Oh, my Lord. This been an apex predator for a long time right here.
Entrepreneur and activist Amanda Nguyen.
There she's Ling Ling right there.
What kind of fuck you give me?
She chunkier than she look over here. Oh, that's what they said everybody in front of her. They said everybody in front of her Buddha belly. Because, yeah, she's soggy.
Aerospace engineer and former NASA scientist Aisha Bowe.
All right, so she's a NASA scientist. Okay, all right, I'll give her that. Aerospace engineer. So she belongs. This is the only one that belongs so far, and she a baddie. All right, for an aerospace engineer.
And film producer Carrie Ann Flynn.
Oh, this is a film producer, Carrie Ann Flynn. Soggy white woman. All right, so shout out to Olivia Munn. Olivia Munn, all right. I'm a new fan. All right, here we go right here. We got Straggle and Sniggle Theater. Apparently, this is what happens. We have 6 broke women looking to split a tab instead of separate checks. We got wigs, weaves, eyelashes, booty strag shorts. This is Straggle and Sniggle Theater to the max.
I'm not splitting no check. I told them to get separate. I'm not splitting no check with y'all, so I don't know why y'all talking about no check. I'm not doing it. I didn't eat all that y'all ate. Y'all getting drinks and y'all didn't get all that. I got this. No, it don't matter. It's my birthday. I got it paid for. We're not gonna do this birthday. So y'all trying to split the check? Who paying for your shit? I'm paying for my own shit. We need to get separate checks. I'm not splitting no check. I can't wait till you're 24 hours up. Why would I split a check with y'all? I can't wait. I want to split a check though. I'm paying for my own shit. I'm not splitting no check.
All right, somebody called her a lame ass hoe, and I think it's the woman that no longer is having eye contact. But guys, this happens to us all the time, right? And so we take it personal. Oh, these women don't want to pay because they think they're on a date. Guys, I'm here to tell you they do it to each other too, okay? There's always one or at least two in the group, and if there's three in the group, they're going to dine and dash. So I know we take it personal sometimes that these women want to eat for free and trying to finesse you, but understand they do it to themselves too, all right? So they do it to women too. Bull daggers get it done to them by women. All right, female friends do it to ask any female friend do that happen to them. There's always one or two that doesn't want to deal with this shit. All right, I didn't order all that, and they could have had that conversation before, but you know, Stragnisha and them.
I can eat all that, got drinks and all that y'all got. We always do that. I don't always do a fuck thing. I be by myself. I be by myself.
And them foods is on paper plates, bruh. This foods is in paper plates. I don't know where they are. Maybe they might be out of the country. I can't tell. All right, but these foods is, look at these strags, man. None of these women are dateable to me at all. None of these women. I mean, maybe I might fuck one or two of them, maybe, and that's pushing it. All right, they better be of age.
Y'all drink no more of this bottle. I ain't got to. You feeling great. I'm feeling great.
Maybe only one of them getting the dick. And look at her pouring the Henny right down from the bottle to her mouth. Hey, man, I have a no strag policy. All right, I have a no strag policy. I cannot deal with strags. I know y'all think it's that I don't like black women. It's just strags, and the majority of them are strags. All right, you could go from city, Houston, to Memphis, to Atlanta, to Miami, to Tallahassee. You'd be like, well, why you don't like these black women? It's not that they're black. It's that they're strags. Okay? They just look like strags to me. Like, what do we got here? Look at this wig. And then we got sideburns with the wig, too. We got the purple side. She thought this was a good idea with her little chicken body. All right, her little chicken body. I can't do it, man. I can't bring myself to even be seen with this in public. I mean, I guess if she was laying there, I could penetrate, but that about it. All right, nah. These are not black women. These are strags. Okay. And then they talk, I'm not finna. Nah, bruh. I'm not finna. That's an automatic disqualification. If you say finna and you're in my presence, wherever we are, and you say, I'm not finna, it's over. It's over. There ain't no way. You are a non-credible person. And all these eyelashes, look, maybe this one could get it with the braids back there. All right, and the soggy titties. All right, she about the only one. She seemed like the nice one in the group, but she probably give it up the most. Finna. All right, we got a heartwarming story here on, let's do good egg. I guess that's the end of Straggle and Sniggle.
Like, ride with me if you ride with me, you can slide with me if you feel like 550 on the 5 sticky, come get high with me, that's a deal, right?
Straggle and Sniggle Theater. All right, let's do a good egg, heartwarming story. Never say I don't do heartwarming stories here. It's good egg, y'all. Buckle up your seatbelts. Let's see here. All right, let's take that down right there. Good egg. We have a wonderful story about a husband who saved his wife, all right, from dying or having a seizure. Let me see here. All right. Yes, she was having a seizure. So what had happened was he saw there were signs of distress and she was about to pass out, and the husband caught her and brought her back to life. We're going to see this story here. Let me see if I can share the screen. All right, so here we go right here. Let's take a look at this family. Here you go right here. You have the wife here. Wowzers. Okay. Boy, this has got to be somewhere in Texas. All right, that is one thick woman. She is. Oh, the humanity. She is a plumper. All right, and then you got the husband sitting there. Okay, so you have a white woman here, a white plumper. Where the white women at? That woman is meaty. She's solid. All right. And then you have the husband here. It's a nigger. All right. Of course, black man and fat white woman. This is going together like a moth to a flame. All right, as you can see, the video will start and the woman is going to start to look like she's going to pass out. So let's go ahead and show you right here. Heartwarming story on Good Egg, Good Egg. Let's go ahead and play you. Oh.
This woman suddenly suffered a severe seizure while talking to her husband.
Oh.
The surveillance camera captured a couple happily chatting when suddenly the wife showed unusual symptoms and an unexpected incident occurred. The wife suddenly lost her balance and nearly fell to the ground.
Oh, man.
Fortunately, her husband, who was right beside her, quickly rushed over and caught her.
Oh, man. Now take a look at this. She was going down. All right. That was about to be a earthquake. All right. That was definitely about to shake up the Richter scale. All right. She was headed face first down for the count. And, boy, he got his big ass off the couch, too, man. His big ass off the couch. Okay. All right. He got his big ass off that couch with the quickness, all right? And he probably ain't moved that fast in a minute. And he caught her with one arm. Thank good it ain't a little nigga, because it's normally you little niggas with fat white women. But she going down to Chinatown, and look at them legs, boy. I tell you, niggas love big white legs. Ninjas love big white legs. Stop it, you pro-blacks. All right, that is a thickin'. All right, and he caught her with one arm. Congratulations to this guy right here, man. What a hero. What a hero.
Just in time.
And he caught her. Look at that, boy. Whoosh. All right, he got her, man. He got her.
I like to get dominated.
All right, caught her and gave her the chokehold. All right.
I'm sorry. You good? Okay?
Oh, she said she's sorry.
I'm good. I need my bowl to go to so I can sit down. All right.
Oh, okay.
He helped her sit down on a chair.
Oh, my goodness.
Oh, the humanity.
Wowzers. He picked her up right here. Jesus. That's a lot of woman he handling, and that's a big nicka. That's a big nicka right there. And he got up under there. Let's see this again in slow motion if I can have it right here. Let's see this again in slow motion. Let me see if we can get it, slow it down right here. Yeah, very serious situation right here. Let's take a look at this, the volume right there. He's going to help her, and look at this.
Oh, the humanity.
Oh, my wowzers. That's a lot of dead weight right there. Goodness gracious. He got up under, look at this. Wowzers. This is a big country-ass ninja. John Henry. Is it John Henry? Look at this.
Oh, the humanity.
All right, he got up under all that visceral body fat. Dead weight. He didn't even collapse. Look at this. What a hero. What a hero. Look at this right here. This is impressive right here. Look at that. She got to be 225 pounds. All right, he was able to get around her waist. That's impressive, too. Look at that. All right, I was ready for the Scott Steiner suplex. So the suplex city. Take a look at this right here. Look.
Oh, the humanity.
All right, man. Definitely a big old country eating ass nigga. And look at that fanny. That's a.
Oh, the humanity.
That is a rump on that. This woman eats a lot of pork rinds. Look at that. Whoosh. Look at that rump. I don't even know if I can handle all that. I could try, though. I can take it down right there. Look at this. My goodness.
Oh, the humanity.
All right. Shout out to him right here. He got her up. He saved her life, y'all. Because if she was with a little nigga, she'd be dead. All right. She'd be dead. All right. So let's see what happened from there. All right. Let's see here. Okay.
He applied firm pressure to her chest.
Wow. Damn. He punched her right in the sternum.
He applied firm pressure to her chest, and thankfully, she regained consciousness and her health returned to normal.
Open that window. Don't let Nandi climb through. That's why I had that one.
Tell me, what do you think about this?
Yeah, what a hero. All right. We don't need another hero. We don't need another down. The thunder dome. Don't. We don't need another hero. We don't need to feel so special. Other talent by not the thunder dome. Yes, indeed. Look at that right there, man. Shout out to this guy right there. And they got oh my goodness, look at this right here. He saved her life and hit her in the chest too. A freebie right to the chest. Take a look at this, ladies and gentlemen. Right to the esophagus and woke her up. All right, he woke her up. Look at this right here. He carried her to safety, fireman's carry, and wow, punched in the chest. Right to the esophagus. Holy mackerel.
First aid. He applied firm pressure to her chest.
Oh, my
Thankfully,
goodness, Jesus. He punched her right in the chest. All right, goodness. We don't need another hero. My goodness, this woman's a thickin'. This woman's a thick woman here. I'm going to tell you, well, here's the thing. Here's the thing, man. You think I was mean? The comment section is going in. All right, the comment section is going in. Ladies and gentlemen, the comment section. Why did he hit her and beat her? Okay, there you go right there. Parody account. Was hitting actually necessary? Okay. Fat people die suddenly just like that. Don't be fat. Do sports. Oh my goodness. This is Twitter. Chill, man. That's definitely not the first time that happened to them. Plus, no reaction from the daughter kind of says it all. Okay. And it says, can someone answer, why do fat women stay in abusive relationships? All right. That's just triggering here. This is triggering. Better keep her alive so the rent gets paid. Oh, this is terrible. Better keep her alive so the rent gets paid. Twitter. All right. Look at that poor girl that is already close to being obese. Parents need to be put in jail. This is terrible. All right, these people are atrocious. Their house is filthy. All right, I guess there's haters everywhere. There's haters everywhere. All right, anyway. Shout out to this guy right here. Shout out to this guy. That was a good situation. Oh, sorry. What happened? All right. Oh, here we go. We're back. All right. It's the evil world we live in. We were just talking about this today. When did y'all stop hearing me? I don't know when y'all stopped hearing me. I'm not sure. All right. But anyway, you didn't miss anything. All right. It's the evil world we live in. Let's give it that one right there.
It's an evil world we live in.
Check this out. Remember we were talking about this early where the hitman gets hit. So you're the hitman. And then when you commit the hit, then somebody puts a hit on you. We were talking about this. All right. We were talking about this. Can you hear me now? Oh, I sneezed. Oh, that's what happened. I muted myself when I sneezed. Okay, there we go. I thought I unmuted myself. All right, but remember when I said the hitman gets hit? Well, apparently we have just some real life current events that verifies this. This was last week. Apparently the suspect in a targeted shooting that killed rapper Seso P and injured rapper Sauce Walker has been found dead in Houston, according to the Memphis police. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Let me start off by saying,
Nigga shit.
all right, everybody got that. Houston and Memphis. So let's get into it here. Sometimes, and somebody said here in the comment section here, it says, it says right here, yeah, he probably tried to pick up the hit money. It says right here, he went to Houston to collect the hit money and got smoked by the guy who was supposed to pay him. That's how it works, more than likely. I'm pretty sure. All right. I'm pretty sure that's how it's worked. Niggas are extra sloppy out here. All right. So, yes, it's a sad reality. You know, the hit was made. They went to go collect the second portion of the hit money. And all of a sudden, they got caught too. Goodness gracious.
Skitty keep pop pop. And a pop pop boom.
It happens. All right. It happens, guys. Welcome to the American Negro. These are the people that want me to come back to the community and clean this shit up. Nah, these niggas, let them kill each other. I can't stop them from killing each other and committing these street level crimes. All right. These street, how you live to 22. How old is this young man? Why do I think he's 22? Maybe they named, oh yes, he's 20. That's because I read it. It says right here, his name is, they canceled a warrant looking for this individual in connection with the crime because he is photographed committing the crime. Black Lives Matter says it shouldn't matter. He's a young scholar. It says 22-year-old Kevin Brown, and they announced that their warrant is, there's now a warrant out for his arrest. Oh, okay. Oh, that's the second guy. All right. And so there it is right there. The first guy's named Dandridge. He was found in Houston dead. Did the shooting happen in Memphis? I don't know, man. I tell you, man, it's a crazy ass world out there. It is crazy.
I wish a nigga would.
22 years old and you wasted your life. All right. What a waste of life. What a waste of life. I mean, this is what people do. Unbelievable. And Memphis and Houston in connection with these crimes. All right, let me see. We got a couple other people. Maybe we do. Maybe we don't. Nah, we don't. We're going to breeze through this fucking show. I'm going to tell you this. We're going to breeze through this fucking show. I can feel it. Can you feel it? All right, let me check over here real quick. Give me a second. I know we're just warming up. You're just getting out of work here. JC's coach, I eat breakfast every day and I do my push-ups. But if that was not me, if that was me catching that woman, you would have been reading my obituary on Locals. Yeah, I wouldn't have been able to catch her with one arm. I'm going to tell you that. I'm pretty strong too. But there's something about dead weight. Catching dead weight in the human being form is not easy. All right. You do have to be very strong to catch a big woman of that size right there. All right, you got to be a strong woman to catch all of that booty meat. All right, that is a solidly built woman. All right, there's no skin. You will feel no ribs on that. And look how thick it sounds right when he grabbed her by the collar. Listen to this right here.
This will.
All right, this woman, she is wowzers. All right, that's a big back right there. That is a big back mastodon. All right, that is a mastodon. You would be dead, run up under that. All right, I would have been able to call her. I would have had to push her to the side or something. All right, anyway. Let me see here. Let's see what we got here. I'm going to see if there's any people contributing on this side of the show. Uh-huh. 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 If you doing all that to catch her, just imagine what you doing when you trying to lift them big-ass tree trunk legs. All right? You trying to lift them legs up. Yeah, we about to breeze through this. The next episode is going to be, we're getting into the main event. All right? Why don't we do that? And then I'll save the Mitches for later. All right, main event. Let's get into it here. Don't say I told you so. I don't even know what to call this segment here. We'll call it Crime and Law CVA. Crime and Law CGA. That's what we'll do. Both main events, Crime and Law CGA. The marriage wheel is undefeated. We're going to take you to 2 NFL players and their marriages, which are on the rocks. All right, we have 2 marriages on the rocks. The first one is going to be Matt and Kelly Stafford. All right, we're going to go ahead and show you them. Kelly Stafford is known as, in the Los Angeles circle, as a trophy wife. All right, and I know black people are going to say, what? That bitch is plain. All right, but yes, she's known as like a hottie trophy wife. You got to understand the culture. I know. She looks rather plain and goofy looking, and she looked like a goober. But taking you guys back to the story here, taking you back, it's mostly because she has blonde hair. All right, if she didn't have blonde hair, she'd be a regular girl. All right, but the blonde hair is one of those things that just in our culture, it just never goes away. You got blonde hair, you're automatically a hottie. The problem is, I don't know if you guys remember, there was a story last year of Matt and Kelly Stafford because she has a podcast. She came out on her podcast and said that she got ran through by the backup quarterback, or while he was the backup quarterback, she got ran through by one of the other quarterbacks. All right, so everybody tried to figure out who the quarterback was, and then there was a consensus that it was some redhead guy that was the quarterback. So, you know, she was already starting to embarrass Matt Stafford in Los Angeles, of all marketplaces, even though the Rams are terrible in Los Angeles. I know they made the playoffs, and they should have won the next game they won, but that's neither here nor there. They should have been in the NFC Championship. But she embarrassing him in Los Angeles, and you can't ill afford some shit like this, right? So you would think, you know, she apologized, and all the simps, he washed it away. He was like, she just joking. You know what I mean? She just joking. You know, she's a little bit frisky. All right. Well, what had happened was we knew that as a man like me, listen, she did it in Georgia, but it wasn't revealed until he was with the Rams. All right. So I know sometimes when I say stuff, y'all can't put 2 and 2 together. You know what I mean? And so then you're like, no, coach, it was when they were with Georgia. I know. That's why I showed the Georgia picture. But the story didn't come out until he was with the Rams. Okay, did y'all catch up? Niggas going crazy trying to get me to get the right details. It still came out while he was playing for the Rams. All right, so the story came out when he was in L.A., although the incident was to be in Georgia. Are we good now? Did we catch up? All right, thank you. Do you need a Q-tip? All right, everybody knows what I meant except the autistic nigga in the back who had to clarify it happened at Georgia. Okay, everybody motherfucking knew that except you. All right, but, you know, we covered the story back then, but he's with the Rams now, and the story came out when he was with the Rams. All right, we got it. Okay, so now what had happened was we know that was kind of like a death nail. You know what I mean? That was like one of the death nails. Like, uh-oh, this is not good. Well, he tried to play it off, and everybody was like, oh, you guys are overreacting. You red pill MGTOW. You guys are always overreacting, and everybody's businesses. Everybody will be okay. They love each other. They're married. She's a hottie. He's a quarterback in Los Angeles. Everything will be all right. Okay? But we know over here, you cannot have disrespect like this in these streets. You cannot have disrespect like this. This is, yes, the warning shot. This is the first opportunity for her to come out here and say some shit as to when this nigga choke her ass to sleep. She can say, well, he was fragile ego. He's still hurt and bitter and blah, blah, blah. You see what I mean? We constantly know that when shit like this hits and a woman starts doing this, it's about over. And guess what? We are right. It says Kelly Stafford opens up on marriage struggles as couple reaches 10th anniversary. This is April 4th, 2025. Say hello to the marriage wheel. Say hello to the bad guy. Say hello to my little friend. Enter the marriage wheel.
Gotcha, bitch.
It's over. And of course, oddly enough, at year 10. What do we know about year 10 in the state of California? Well, we know at the year 10, instead the state of California, there is something called lifetime alimony. Now, in California, still on the books is lifetime alimony. However, they're starting to try to be progressive a little bit and they're trying to wean these women off the alimony. However, if the income is so disparaging, like a crazy, not disparaging, it's so crazy, you're never getting off of alimony. In California, 10 years and a day grants you lifetime alimony. Okay? Yes, indeed. It's time for her to check out. And now that she has a little bit of popularity and she's already threw this nigga up under the bus and embarrassed him, and they're sitting in the state of California, all she has to do is say, I've lived in California for the last, how long? 4 years. And it's time for me to go. Check out time. Check out time. And yes, they do have young children. So let's go take you to the story and see what we can unlock here. There she is right there in all of her muskrat form. That's more like Master Splinter. Says she got real candid about her and Matthew Stafford's marriage while celebrating their 10th wedding anniversary on her podcast. Kelly Stafford here. It says during the latest installment of the Morning After podcast, Kelly celebrated the couple's 10-year anniversary on Friday and explained that the couple has worked hard at their marriage through highs and lows. She says, marriage is fucking hard, Kelly said. Anyone who tells you differently is fucking lying through their teeth. And I agree with you, Kelly. I've been trying to tell these people that for a long time. Anybody trying to simplify marriage, they're lying to you. Oh, it's so simple. It's so simple. All you have to do is this, and all you have to do is that. And marriage is about love. I tell these people, every time I hear that shit, I be like,
shut your bitch ass up.
I'm like, dude, do not simplify it. It's not easy. And it says, before marriage, you put yourself first all the time. Oh, she's ready for these streets. Now, all of a sudden, you're putting someone else first. And she says, and number two, then there's kids involved. It just becomes tougher and tougher with the more things thrown your way. She said,
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
I'm out of here. She says, I will say there has been so many ups and downs in our marriage. There really has. I would say the first year of marriage was really, really hard. It's crazy because nothing really changes in our lives. We were kind of already living together, but this was the first big thing thrown our way. IVF, infertility. CGA wins again. CGA, 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 boom baye, CGA, boom baye. Gentlemen, I tell no lies. For you men that are inexperienced, you are not a part of the motherfucking King of Kings. You don't know what you talking about.
Acknowledge me.
Told you. Told you. Y'all never gonna listen. Especially when you're dealing with white women that are aging.
Where the white women at?
So what happened? It looks like they were together at college. I don't know what happened. But yeah, small, tiny white women tend to have infertility. They have fertility issues. They tend to have fertility issues. And it's, I don't know, it's something happens. They tend to have difficulty pregnancy. So if you're going to marry a white woman and an aging white woman, you're probably going to run up against this unless she's fat. Like if she's not that thick woman right here. Now, this woman is a breeder cow. All right, this woman right here, if you want to get you a fertile white woman, you need to get one like this. Okay, this one's fertile. It's fertile myrtle. Fertile myrtle. All right, this one right here, you're going to be able to knock this one up like a cow. You can breed this woman like a cow and she'll grow udders. You know what I mean? You ever see those women that's overweight and then they have like flaps like this? It'll be a flap right here by the top of the rib cage. They'll have their titties up here and they'll have the flap here and a flap here, a flap here. Well, you know, in our evolution, those would be udders. Those would be udders for the other kids to, you know, suckle on. So this woman right here, breed her like a cow. She'll be moo, moo. Yep, she'll breed her like a cow. Fertile myrtle. Skinny, kind of mealy mouth white women like this, they tend to be their fertility issues tend to increase. All right, so if you want to marry these kind of tight, you know, what do you call them? Tightly packed white women like this, you know, boyish. We call them boyish. They're kind of built like 13-year-old boys. No hips. You know what I mean? Little small. They're like 5'2". Built like a 13-year-old middle school boy. This one's going to be hard to knock up. There's no udders. You can't, you know, it's going to be hard for babies to matriculate in there. Yeah. But, you know, this is, you know, like trophy wife territory. Yeah, petite. Those are hard to knock up and breed like a cow. You're going to probably get into some IVF conversation there. All right. But I'm not saying you will. I'm just saying you're probably going to. You're probably going to be, you know, she'll have the flat titties, the flat chest, you know what I mean? And she'll get her little titty implants and make her a little C cup. Yeah. But just letting you know. I'm just telling you. I'm not disrespecting people. I'm just describing them. You know what I mean? Just describing them. All right, so let's see what she has to say. She says, yep, she says she's going to the streets. You got to put somebody else in front of you first. She sounds a little selfish. And she dealt with in vitro fertilization. There she is right there. Yeah, little boyish girl. There she is right there. Little 5'2". And it says the couple met while enrolled at Georgia, where she was a cheerleader and Stafford was a star quarterback. Of course, they tied the knot in 2015. They welcomed 4 daughters. And we have twins, which is going to, the first set of daughters are twins. So that does indicate that there was some in vitro fertilization. And it says marriage ain't easy. That's her podcast right here. She's probably listening to me going crazy right now. But hey, look, lady, as soon as you hit the streets, I'm going to ask to fold. All right. You're not going to get pregnant. So I'm cream pieing you. And you know you want me to smash. All right. You know you want me to smash. And your podcast probably ain't as good as mine. Let me see how many subscribers. Yeah, you got 4.5K subscribers. Hey, Matthew Stafford's wife. As soon as you get divorced, come on over here.
I'm going to the streets. End of story.
And bring that lifetime alimony with you. We can have a party. Having a party. I got you, Matt Stafford's wife.
Where the white women at?
I'm cream pieing you on demand. You getting the cream pie. As soon as I see them feet up and them pink toes, going for the cream pie. All right, here we go right here. All right. She ain't got no good podcast. Let me see how many views she got on this fucking video. My ass. 3.8K views. Bruh, I'm a bigger YouTuber than her. She's probably watching me going crazy here. Right? But you know what time it is. Bring your ass over here. How old are you? Or how old are you over there?
Get him, daddy.
We can split that alimony. But it says right here, they welcome 4 daughters, twinsies. So that was the first set of IVF. Then they have a couple of other daughters, and all of them have first name, last names. I don't want to tell you the kids' names, but they definitely have first name, last names. This is par for the course when you talk about this is easy for me. This is easy predictive programming. All right. I'll tell you the names. I don't normally like to tell people's names of kids. I don't like to involve kids in my show, but they definitely have first name, last names. These are 4 daughters. Let's go through the names, and I'm not dissing the kids. Shout out to you kids. I'm probably going to coach you in soccer at some particular point. The names: Sawyer, Chandler, Hunter, and Tyler. What did I tell you, niggas? Am I undefeated? I need to take a victory lap. Hold up. First name, last names. This is getting too easy. This show is getting too easy. Like, am I ever going to be wrong? I won't ask the question. Am I ever going to be wrong? First name, last name, 4 kids. We have IVF. We have 10-year marriage, 10 years and 1 day. We have her undermining the nigga, and we have her headed to the streets.
In these streets.
Yep. This is crazy. All right. Last name, first names. Kelly also recall her brain tumor. Okay, so she had a brain tumor. It says right here. She underwent successful 12-hour surgery for a brain tumor, which was described as acoustic neuroma in her cranial nerves. She says, we've had an incredible marriage. We've had an incredible marriage. I love that man more than I did at the start, but there is always stuff to work on. She added that they did marriage counseling before and during their marriage. There it is right there. And
Where the white women at?
and yo, she needs a black guy. She's been waiting to get blacked. She's been waiting to get black. All right, the first thing she gonna do when she divorce him is ride that black pony. All right, and she looked like that. This is, yeah, you know, when I was a fitness trainer, this is all my clients look like right here. All right, I used to love my clients. But she said, we've had, take a look. We've had an incredible marriage. Had. She's speaking in past tense. Now, if you're in present tense, you would say, we have an incredible marriage. That means you're intending to go forward through the marriage. We have an incredible marriage. But she's speaking about the past in past tense. We've had an incredible marriage, meaning at this point, judging from where it is, looking back, I could say from looking back where I stand now, it's been incredible. Going forward, I don't know. By the way, these kids are from the traditional world right there, and there's the kids. I don't like to show the kids, but there she is right there. You can see she's tiny. She's around 5'2" because these little kids are barely 8 years old and they're almost taller than her. So, but yes, she says she went on to explain that they've adapted and grown together, really, and recall supporting Stafford when he made his transition from Georgia to the NFL. She says, I'm not saying he changed as a person. He's still the same guy that I've always known when it comes to his personality and the way he is with people and stuff like that. But, shout out to Terrence Pop, but I will say there was something that I've had to adjust to which was the more crazy, fun Matthew, to the professional Matthew at a very young age. Her brainstem hadn't developed yet. She added, referring to Stafford's transition from college to the NFL. She gussed over the Super Bowl champ in a message posted on the gram saying 10 years in, and she says, "My heart feels full." This is normally the death knell of it, and it says, "Couldn't imagine loving you more, but I know over the next decade, that's exactly what's going to happen. Happy anniversary, John Matthew Stafford." Now, let me tell you what she's saying. This is the Matthew Stafford she knew. Right here. He was a college boy, maybe a Chad, and he was fun, and he used to drink alcohol and pound beer and get drunk before the games. He'd just go out there and throw 500 yards against South Carolina like it was nothing. And then she was just there for the fun, Matthew Stafford. But then when he went to the NFL, she said, "I wasn't ready for the transition." Now, what she's going to say was, "Hey, I don't feel like a mature NFL wife. I was just here for the fun times and yay, and the keg parties, the keggers, and going to the local eatery to celebrate. And everybody thought he was so wonderful and he was so relaxed." But, you know, you play so many years with the Detroit Lions, you start to lose that happiness. As Shawn Michaels says, "I lost my smile." He starts to lose that smile playing for the Lions, right? So during this time, she's like, he's not fun anymore. And he's not the loosey-goosey guy. And he doesn't hang out at the frat house and at the bar. I wanted that. Those were my younger years. Those younger years are now gone, and I'm 35 years old. And we have all this money, but it's not making me happy. I just want to be fun, and I want to hang out with young people and be fun and fancy and free. She basically saying,
"I'm going to the streets." End of story.
She going to the streets. So as he became professional, she didn't catch up. She wanted this. Let's just have fun and let's just do this and he like, "Bitch, I can't go outside. I can't go to the restaurant. I can't go to the college frat party. I can't hang out and do keg stands. But let's just have fun and be fancy free." So she said, I had to adjust to that. That was an adjustment. And that's what I read there. And so she was like, I want that. I miss my younger years. This is about the age where they say they push out these babies. And then she's going to say, "You took my younger years." All right. And so no matter how much you give them, do whatever their reality is, I could have had it better. She shared on the Instagram post. Let me see there. There you go right there. Shout out to them, man. Good luck out here, man. He like, "Yeah, bitch, I got to watch film. I got to look at this playbook. I got to throw the Megatron. We about to go 7-9 again. We about to lose to the Green Bay Packers twice a year. Like, I ain't got no fun in me, man. I lost my smile, ass bitch. You're so serious all the time. You're staying at the office too late. What about that goofy little playbook? Fuck that little playbook. I want to have fun." Nigga trying not to get traded. It's an evil world out here, gentlemen.
It's an evil world we live in.
He could have stayed single, bro. He's like, "Man, get my ass kicked every fucking year." And you're talking about, let me see this. Detroit Lions. The Lions are good now, although they choked in the playoffs. But they used to be shitty. Let me see the record during Matthew Stafford's year. Matthew, I think they made the playoff once. See what their records are. Niggas gonna say he's better than the Raiders. Man, shut the fuck up. All right, here we go right here. Let's see what the wait a minute. Oh, they giving me all the games. I don't want all the games. They were 74 wins and 90 losses. That's not as bad as I thought. Can I get it year by year? I'm going to year by year. All right, that's going to tell us year by year. Give me the year by year, bruh. Okay, so here we go right here. We got the year by year. We got the year by year with Matthew Stafford. While she's sitting here, he's not fun anymore, and I'm wasting my younger years. This is Matthew Stafford getting a motherfucking ass kicked every year. 2-14, 5-11, 10-6. Playoffs. 4-12, 7-9, 11-5, playoffs. 7-9, 10-6, playoffs. 3-13, 3-12-1, 3-12-1 again, and 5-11. I miss my younger years. Marriage has been the hardest thing ever. Marriage has been so tough. I don't know how I survived for 10 years. I had to grow up so fast. I had in vitro fertilization. I did have a brain tumor, but that was that. It's been so difficult. I felt like I had to grow up so fast. I missed the young Matthew Stafford. Now he's the old, mature Matthew Stafford. I can't take it anymore. All right. Ninja said, now do the Raiders. All right, come on. Fuck y'all niggas. All right, I'll do the Raiders. Same time period. All right, and we'll match the shit up. All right, 2009 to 2020. I think this is going to be terrible. Let's see here. Raiders record. Year by year. 2009 to 20. Is it 2020? 2020. All right, let me see here. And let's see what we got. Where's the AI on this one? All right, I need help. All right, here we go right here. We'll do the Raiders. Same time period, okay. All right, same time period. 5-11, 8-8, 8-8. All right, that's better than the Lions. Same time period. 2-14, 5-11, 10-6. Raiders. Same period. 5-11, 8-8, 8-8. Come on, man. Okay, now it's getting shitty. 4-12, 4-12, 3-13. Okay, that's bad. Then 7-9, 12-4. Okay, 6-10. There's playoffs down here. 6-10, 4-12, 7-9, 8-8, 10-7, 6-11. That's better than the Lions. 8-9. I mean, it ain't that much worse, nigga. That's better, bruh. That's better. 8-9, 10-7, 8-8, 7-9, 12-4. Come on, bruh. 8-8, 8-8. That's better. That's better than the Lions. That's better. I mean, there was some shitty years in there. Everybody has a shitty year. I just did the same years. That was better than the Lions. All right, anyway. Crime and Law CGA. Shout out to Derek Carr. Hey, man, you know how many coaches we had in those years? We probably had 8 head coaches. We probably had 8 head coaches in those years. I guarantee you we had 8 head coaches during all those years. All right. Yeah. I guarantee you we had 8 fucking head coaches. Oh, yeah, look, I can look it up right now. We're going to count the coaches during the year because they have the coaches right here. All right, so let's go back from 2009. Tom Cable, 1. Hugh Jackson, 2. Dennis Allen, 3. Tony Sperano, 4. Jack Del Rio, 5. John Gruden, 6. Rich Bisaccia, 7. Josh Daniels, 8. Antonio Pierce, 9. 9 coaches. 9 coaches in 10. How many years was that? 11 years, 9 coaches. I told you we probably had 8 coaches. 9 coaches from 2009 to 2020. And actually, Matt Stafford ended in 2020. So some of those years shouldn't have counted that I added in there. All right, but that is terrible, bruh. 9 head coaches well, it looks like it's more like 13 years. Jesus. All right, how you going to be good, y'all? We are terrible. They need to hire me. They do need to hire me. Okay, Crime and Law CGA. Let's talk about this main event. We got Tyreek Hill. Oh, it's 10 because of Pete Carroll. It's 10. So 10 in 15 years, 10 coaches. Yeah, you ain't going to win, bro. All right. What do we got here? We have a police report filed by Tyreek Hill mother-in-law. The Dolphins' Tyreek Hill wife involved in a domestic dispute. This was reported today, but the dispute was from Monday. Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill, or we call him Pookie. Pookie Hill, or Pookie Floyd, and his wife were involved in a domestic dispute at their South Florida high-rise condominium. But no charges were filed, according to the police report. The Sunny Isles Beach officers responded to the home Monday after a call from Hill's monster-in-law, who began living with the couple in November, shortly after her granddaughter was born. Now, let me just tell you, this is Tyreek Hill. Let's go ahead and show his wife right there. And yeah, nigga, this the okey doke. I mean, you didn't see this coming? You didn't see this coming, sir? You didn't think this is, you thought she loved you for you. I had genuine burning desire. Well, she also married you and was with you when you knocked up how many other women? Well, let's take you to it. She also was with you when you knocked up not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, all right, but 6 other women, allegedly, including your pregnant wife. Where's LeBron James with the count? All right, and where is Tomas? You know who I'm talking about. No lean. Where's the masculine frame? No lean. You think you getting girls now because of your look? Ninja, please. You know mustache having with whiskers like a whack compared to beans you whack. They've been married for 5 months. Yes, you heard it right. 5 months. And now that the babies are here, it's time for her to pull the plug on the bullshit and go to the pay window. Let's go to the pay window. Let's take you back to the story. It says the mother-in-law. Oh, by the way, this is par for the course. She's also a Latina. All right. She's also a Latina. So Abuela has moved in. And let me tell you what happens in the marriage will. The mother of the mother. Wait, the mother of, well, let's say just the grandmother. The grandmother of who is the maternal grandmother is the worst of them all. Maternal grandmothers are absolute shit shows when it comes to newborn babies. They're terrible. You better be prepared for this. You heard it here from CGA, and I'm not biased, but maternal grandmothers are shitty people. They get very territorial, very protective. They get this they think the grandkids belong to them. These bitches get very claws out, knives out, territorial. These are her grandkids. The paternal grandmother tends to have to take a back seat. So the dad's mother has to take a back seat to the maternal grandmother. They are the worst. Now, when you talk about a Mexican, she a Mexican, all right, it's 10 times worse. All right, so abuela on the maternal side, 10 times worse. You're talking about claws out, nigga. And if you are a black person, they already assume you ain't got no family anyway. So they're just going to assume your family ain't going to be a part of this anyway. So they're just going to start sliding you out, moving you to the side, kicking your side of the family out. Okay, that's what they're going to do, especially if you use a black. So it doesn't matter if you rich or poor. The maternal grandmother is the one that's the pain in the ass. Pain in the motherfucking ass. All right. They are shitty people. They become shitty around their grandkids. All right. They're very territorial. They're like mother hen. They like to collect their grand. All right. All right. Somebody says she's not Mexican. We've already done it. I've already talked about them. She's Hispanic, I believe. She's Latina. All right. But and actually, if I show her mother, you'll see it. All right, you'll see it because let me complete my thought. The maternal grandmother likes to collect all the kids around and take pictures. All right, she'll call all the grandkids out and bring the grandkids so they can take pictures. That's the maternal grandmom. But let me see if I can pull her up. Her name is Kita Vaccaro. That's Mexican. That's Latina for sure. Kita Vaccaro. Kita Vaccaro. All right, so that's definitely going to be Latina. And let me go ahead and pull up Kita and her mother, and then you'll be able to see. Kita Vaccaro ethnicity, they listed as what's her ethnicity? Do they say? They say Italian. They're giving her Italian. All right, Italian. So we'll go Italian. I said it. Let's go ahead and look up her mother. Let's look up her mother. Italian. All right, maybe it was another girl. Maybe it was another girl. We're going Italian. Spicy Italian. All right, let's see if this is another. This is a different girl. I had a different girl. This is the one. Is this the one? No, this is the girl. All right, this is the girl that's the Latina. All right, this is the Latina girl. All right, so the wife ended up being the Italian. Oh, well. All right, I don't know. There you go. She's a good-looking gal there. She definitely is a good-looking. We'll go with Italian. Mexicans, yeah, they're the Mexicans of Europe. They are the Mexicans of Europe. So we'll give them that. All right, good-looking girl there. She's hot. All right, she's a hottie. Let me see if I can find her with her mammy. Find her with her mammy. Yeah, her mammy does look Italian. Right here. This is her mammy. Holy mackerel. All right, boy.
Oh, the humanity.
Sheesh. All right, so here is the woman that is at the head of this police report. So the police report, now you got to think, they just had the baby. This is the woman that called the police on Tyreek Hill. This is the woman that called the police on Tyreek Hill. Look at her.
Oh, the humanity.
All right, but there was another woman he had, but definitely was a Mexican. All right, definitely she was a Mexican. Yeah, there's too many to keep. There's 6 baby mamas. All right, so let's go back to the report. And now that we cleared everything up, thank you for that. We're going Italian. It says right here, the mother-in-law told responding officers that Hill, age 31, was aggressive and impulsive and that she was afraid for her daughter, according to the report. So the monster-in-law is afraid for the daughter, all right, which is her own daughter. Right there. She's not afraid for the granddaughter. She's afraid for the daughter. She looks scary as hell, bruh. And that's an apex predator. Oh, look at that neck. Oh, my goodness. All right, and those are some fake titties. She got fake titties, too. All right, the mom out here in these streets. All right, this is a typical Florida-looking woman. All right, so the mom was scared for her daughter, according to the police report. It says, she said that Hill threw a laptop on the floor and grabbed his baby before walking towards the balcony. What did they think? He was going to throw the baby over the balcony? Hill's agent didn't immediately respond. Hill's wife, Mrs. Vaccaro, the young lady, told police the two had been arguing recently and attending couples therapy. Already 5 months marriage, couples therapy. She's setting this ninja up for the okie doke. The okie doke. Already. Okay, and then it goes further and says, she said therapy had not been working out and that she was in the process of filing for divorce. Cooked. And she got all the ammo, man. Her and her monster-in-law been just setting your ass up, bro. They've been sitting at the house thotting and plotting. They've been sitting at the house thotting and plotting on your monkey ass. All right, setting you up for the okie motherfucking dokie. All right, and you thought you had this? They've been he said dominoes lining up. Now they got the police report. They got all of this shit. He threw a laptop on the floor. These apex predator bitches just set this nigga up. Not only that, he had 5 other babies on this woman, and she stuck around, still married him. And he rushed and married her. He rushed and married her. He rushed and married her. All right. I don't know why. I think it was maybe something to do with those other cases. All right. But they've been sitting around living up under your roof, eating good. All right. Eating good, spending your money, buying drinks. And they just sitting up there like, let's get this goof ass nigga.
Gotcha, bitch.
You got the baby. You got child support locked in. You got a little bit of alimony. You got a history of domestic violence. You got him impregnating women left and right. Let's get this nigga.
Gotcha, bitch.
Yes, 5 babies in 1 year. And she still married him. She still married him. 5 babies in 1 year. And she still married him. Let's go ahead and show you that. This is in 1 calendar year. He had 5 babies. This is all him in 1 year. Including the pregnant wife. All right, pregnant wife, baby mama number 4, baby number 3, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, or 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yep, got him. So she gonna be like, hey, he was reckless. He was doing all this. He was doing all that. He embarrassed me. I still married him. I love he. This is all those baby mamas right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 baby mamas. You think Anthony Edwards? This is Anthony Edwards before Anthony Edwards. All right, he's the original one, Tyreek Hill. All right, so this is all in 1 calendar year. This ninja's been busy, and there's the wife down there. There's the wife with the baby. There's baby right there. One of these women are the same women. All right, that's the same woman. So it must be 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. It must be 5 because they got this woman picture twice when the baby came. And they all tried to finesse him. They all tried to finesse him out of child support. One woman tried to move the case to another state so she can get more money. She ended up taking an L. And guess what? The wife, checkout time. It says they had been going to therapy, but it hasn't worked out, and that she's planning in the process of filing for divorce. Hill told officers that he was just returning from training and sat down to talk to his wife about their therapy. The discussion escalated after she told him he was not involved enough with their daughter. Another victory lap. My leg's gonna be tired out here. I'm gonna be running a marathon. This shit is too predictable. This is postpartum depression. She having a crash out. You're not here enough. I feel like a single mother married. You don't help with the baby. I got practice. We heard this even with the other football player. He's not fun no more. He's not the fun young guy. He's too serious and professional. Same shit, dude. I don't care if you niggas are 5-figure niggas or you guys got millions of dollars. It don't matter, man. You still gonna hear the same bullshit. You work too much. You ain't here enough. Bitch, I'm keeping up with my lifestyle. You said you wanted kids. You said you wanted to be a mom. You're a mom now. You don't help out enough. Man almighty. Hill and the wife both started the argument. They stated the argument never turned physical, but officers reported a bruise on the woman's upper chest. She replied that it was probably happened accidentally when he grabbed the baby from her. Gentlemen, see, here's the thing. What did I tell you about the marriage wheel when it comes to wealthy people? Because you always hear me say boss up, get the money, leverage, and options. That doesn't mean get married, or that still doesn't mean get married. What do I tell you about wealthy people in the marriage wheel? Anybody ever heard this? Because you guys say, well, I thought he had money. I thought he was good. What I told you about wealthy people in the marriage wheel is that it runs faster. It's a shorter time, all right? Whereas it might take you guys in the marriage wheel 5, 7, 10, 12 years. Their marriage wheel moves faster. It's accelerated. All right, why? Because the investment, like you're not building, you're not going through any struggle, you're not building together, you're not trying to go to, Kevin Samuels used to have this thing where he said, you're not doing the IKEA furniture, right? You're not building and saving up and putting shit on credit. You know what I mean? You're not trying to move up from a 1-bedroom apartment to a 3-bedroom townhouse to a starter home. It takes you years to do all this investment stage. Let me show you. It takes you years to do the investment phase. So then she sticks around longer. Then y'all got to have kids and go through the struggle of that and plan and give them rooms and raise them. But when you are wealthy, all that connection phase goes crazy fast. She's like, I love he. I love he. I love you. Let's get married. You're not thinking about, damn, I need to save for an engagement ring. Am I prepared to get married? I gotta get my money up. It's already up. So you could just jump right in it. I already got money. Here's an engagement ring. Go get what you want. Pink hearts, yellow diamonds, silver moons. Do what the fuck you want. I got the money. I got the house, the cars. We got all that shit. I got a car out there for you, bitch. You can drive the S550. Have it. You can buy her gifts, all of that. So the connection phase accelerates. Y'all can take them to vacations and just be like, I'm the man. You got a villa. All right. You got boat rides and the bitch like, I'm in love with you. Love with you. I'm in love. Yeah. She's like, this is fantastic. Bitch, you just flying through the connection phase. Then the investment phase, what you need? What you need? You need a Birkin? Bitch, you need some Louis Vuitton? What you need, bitch? You need some perfume? Bitch, you need some Tom Ford? What you want, bitch? You need heels? You need a closet? Walk-in closet? Got you, bitch. You need some kids? Here. You ain't thinking about no child support, no kids. Oh, damn, I need to save up. You know what I mean? Get a promotion at my job. You want some kids? Cream pie, cream pie, cream pie. Right? Here, bitch, have a kid. You have a kid, bitch. You have a kid. You have a kid, bitch. Come here. So what's happening is you're flying through this. 2 years in, pull the plug. So it's much different, the marriage wheel, when you're wealthy. Especially when you a dumb nigga. You know what I mean? When you dumb. And then the bait and switch come fast. And then the mama be thoughting and plotting. Like Jenny Mai's mom moved in. I'm going to help with the kids. Never move your mother-in-law into your motherfucking house. Let her stay over there, bruh. Let your motherfucking mom stay over there. We'll bring the kid to the house. Soon as the mother-in-law, I don't care how old the mother-in-law is, soon as she moves in the house, thoughting and plotting. When you ain't there, they set your goof ass up. He said the speed run. If you ain't there and the mother-in-law is there and the baby crying, pissing and shitting and dookie and throwing up and burping, drinking titty milk, formula, changing dirty diapers, and you just gonna walk in for football practice. Hey, how's y'all doing? Okay, cool. I'm gonna just jump on the video games. Yeah, I see y'all. Thank you. Hi, kid. Yeah, smack him on the ass. Good job, kid. You don't do shit anyway. You just throw up and sleep and eat. What the fuck is this? All right. And then you go off and then she's just waking up 3 a.m, burping the kid. How's it being a mom? You have everything you want, bitch. You got the stroller you want. You got the goddamn buggy. You got the basket, the bassinet. You got the motherfucking seat warmer, the body warmer, the bottle warmer. You got a nanny, bitch. I gave you everything. How's all the shit that I gave you so you could be the top mom? You don't help around the house anymore. You don't do enough chores. I feel like I'm doing this all on my own. He's like, give me that goddamn baby. I have a bruise on my chest. File for divorce. Our marriage counseling isn't working, and you're never going to see your kid again. Fuck you. I've been raising it all by myself for the last 5 months. Dotting and plotting. Dotting and plotting. Yep, $2,000 stroller, $6,000 bassinet. Bitch, everything you wanted, you got it. You didn't even have to go through Bed Bath & Beyond. Bitch got everything she wanted. I feel like you're not helping. I'm just burping this baby all day. You never burp the baby. Like what? I got you everything, baby. I got you everything you asked for. That ain't enough. You still have to help. Yep, got her the Range Rover she wanted. Got her the G-Wagon she wanted. Bitch, I got the G-Wagon, the car seat, all of that shit. I got you the stroller. That's a car seat. You can go straight through the stroller and put it in the car seat. Connect. Click. I saw him hit him, and then he threw the laptop on the floor. You mean it fell off the chair? He threw the laptop on the floor. You mean when I picked the baby up and I walked towards the balcony, the laptop, I grazed it with my knee and it fell to the ground? And I walked to the balcony with my baby. You thought I was going to throw it off the 35th floor? They so damn dramatic, bruh. And be calling the police. I feared for my daughter. She has a bruise on her chest, you know. It says right here, officers observed that the baby was in good health. Hill's wife declined to write a statement. Hill left the home in the presence of the police about 40 minutes after they arrived. So he had to leave the house and go to his other house. Now, this is coming after that thick-ass pog, Sophie Hill, who filed a lawsuit about her breaking her leg during a football drill. Okay, let's go back and show you this, man. I tell you, man, Tyreek Hill, men with women, guys, these women will bring you problems. You keep fucking around and finding out. So this is his latest incident, because before that, he had that poggy. Remember that big ass pog? They were just in court with this pog, trying to finesse this nigga out of 6 figures. Because she broke her fat ass cankle, all right, and still fucked him with a broken leg. She still fucked him for several days with a broken leg, then she sued him. Brothers. just and then, I mean, and now you gotta, brothers, man, I'm telling you, man. Where's that poggy? And he put the dick on her, sent her back home, flew her in, put that dick in his pog. He 5'7", she's 6'2". And it probably looked like this shit going on right here. There she looked like it. That's probably what she looked like without clothes. She looked way better than that. But he done dicked her down, put her in that wheelchair. She looked like definitely a Nordic pog. She definitely looked Scandinavian. You know what I mean? She definitely looks Scandinavian. And she a thick time right there. That's the thick time. That's the thick time. Big-legged white woman with long hair. The black man's kryptonite. No black man can turn this down. Not even Dr. Umar. And blue eyes too. Let me just tell y'all. There's no black man that's going to turn this down. Because she has the long wavy hair, blondish, blue eyes, thick lips, hips, tits, ass like a motherfucker. No black man in the world can turn this down.
Do you ran into the right folks? What's your type? You like black, white?
I like white girls more better.
Okay.
Yeah. Especially the thick time.
That's what I'm talking
Word.
about. No, bunny.
Yeah. In other words, pod.
Pod. That's what I like. Yeah. Hey, say that bit again. Say it one more time, but say it slow.
Pog. P-A-W-G. Fat ass white girls.
That's what I'm talking about.
What you like, bro?
Yeah.
I like fat ass white girls, the thick time.
Ooh,
the curvy types.
Yeah.
Those are my favorites.
Okay.
Yo, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay. She's fall, fat ass white girl.
Fat ass white girl.
Shit, I got, but I
No,
know.
I'm talking about.
Yeah,
that brother's starving.
Yes, sir, brother. All right, shout out to Jules Santana. Thick lips, hips, tits, ass like a motherfucker. I think I keep my chick so smashed like a motherfucker. All right, shout out to her right there. Tyreek Hill is in trouble. Shout out to him, man. It's a tough world out here for men to survive. You guys become targets of easy money by messing with these women, man. You know, you just rolling the dice. And they don't want to be with you for a long time. They just want to just be with you for a short time so they can get that bag. They go get that bag. And somebody's going to tell me, well, Florida law, they don't have lifetime alimony anymore. So what, dude? She's still going to get $1 million at least. She's still getting $1 million. She going to leave with $1 million. And she just saw that other woman supposedly get $1 million from Anthony Edwards, which she didn't. But she looking at her like, let me cut my losses now. My man said, crooks. Just always remember, what you getting girls now because of your looks? No, sir. Crooks. And they going to blame his motherfucking ass the whole time, bruh. She going to get a couple mil easy out of this deal. Easily. Let me catch up with the super chats, and we'll say why these Mitch ass niggas don't like men who win. All right, let's see here. Let's see what we got here. Evil world, man. Crooks. We got our brother here. It is Blue Baggin says she definitely going to hit him with the I've lost myself in the marriage. Bros on a mean countdown and don't even know. I've lost myself in this marriage. She's already setting that up, and that's referring to Matthew Stafford's wife. She's already setting that up. I lost myself in this marriage. I don't know who I am anymore. I'm just a mom. I want to be more than that. So she's struggling. It's the I Love Lucy syndrome. She's struggling for an identity. I Love Lucy, Ricardo, in that marriage, even in real life, she struggled for an identity. In real life, he was a philanderer, a womanizer, apparently. And but on the TV show, she was she wasn't a mom early on. She just wanted to be a part of his show. She wanted to be famous. Well, he was famous. She wanted that. So she wanted that identity outside of just being married. But she was using Ricardo to become famous. This is similar to Matthew Stafford's wife. She, nobody knew who she was before this. She probably was somebody. She was a cheerleader. But who was she before that? Well, she doesn't have an identity. She's going to say, I lost myself. Now I'm just a mom. So now she has her podcast. And she's going to try to create her own identity. This happens in marriages. So this is one thing that will kill your marriages when the wife, by the way, in the marriage will identify it as right here. I identify it right here. Where she, right here, it says, you might not see it. It might be cut off here. Oh, it's not on here. All right, but it's on the bigger chart. I'm interested why it's not on here. But it normally says something like she cuts her hair. All right, so she cuts her hair, and that creates her own identity. She might say, I want a nose ring. I want a tattoo. She's going to do something that she didn't have to create her own identity. And that's her creating her independence from you. Your daughter will do the same thing. She's going to do something that you don't like. This is why they say white girls date black guys to get back at their dad. That's the rebellion. Your daughter's going to get a tattoo. nose ring, a piercing. It'll start like that. The woman will chop her hair off, dye it. It'll be blonde, and then she'll dye it black. So these are things that she starts to grasp and say, well, I wanted an identity. I wanted something that belongs to me, something that I wanted to do. But she'll do this when? Does she do this? Here's the key for the women listening. Does she do this before you marry her? Think about this. She'll get a job. She'll go from a mom. I want to be more than just a mom. She'll get a job, her own identity. If you help her get a job, she'll say no. She wants to get the job she wants. I have my own interest and hobbies. Does she do this before you marry her? This is the key difference, because women will be like, what's wrong with that? Here's what's wrong with it. Does she do this in the connection phase? During the investment phase? No. She does that after all the things are accumulated, after all the kids are had, and so forth and so on. Then she'll do it. So that's the key difference for the women who want to know why is that. It's important now because you're becoming someone different than who you are. You didn't do this before the wedding ring. You didn't do this before the engagement. You didn't do this before the wedding ceremony. You didn't do this when we were buying houses and cars. You did it after. That's the bait and switch. So now that if I say, bitch, you cut your hair, I only like long hair. And she's like, well, you just going to have to deal with it. Or I'm going to divorce you. You see the difference? Then you have to go, well, I guess I have to deal with it. Now you run around here and this bitch look like a chicken. And you don't want a chicken. You want a woman with long hair. It's just subtle things. And then it'll escalate to more and more and more because she wants to create her own identity. Then she'll work to get a promotion. She'll work like hell at her job because she wants to separate that from you. All right. She wants her own identity. Then she'll say, I lost myself being married with you and having kids and being a wife. Now I want something of my own. That normally happens around 35 or 6 or 7, 8 years in, 10 years, 12 years in. Y'all better listen to me, bro. Y'all, if y'all not listening to me, y'all losing. If y'all not listening to me, y'all losing, bro. I got this shit pegged down to a science. Because people will come out and defend this shit. Women will be like, what's wrong with that? Well, if you did what you are doing now, would your husband still marry you? Meaning that if given the choice, you now got a tattoo across your goddamn back saying only God can judge me. You're now going to girls' nights out when you were not a social butterfly. Now you're doing all these things. If you presented that person when you met your husband, would he had married you under those conditions? There's a 60% to 70, 80% chance he would have not. He would have said, no, I ain't taking that deal. I'm staying away from that shit. He wouldn't have married you. That's the difference. That is the difference. So people say, what's wrong with that? Bitch, you can do whatever the fuck you want. The problem is now I'm forced to stay with you by law. Whereas if you would have presented this version of you prior, I wouldn't have married you. Now I'm forced to stay with you and I have no other choice. It's cheaper to keep her. Same thing. She gets fat. She gets skinny. Now all of a sudden you're like, whoa, what's going on? Okay. Okay. VMAD says Kim K clone Apex Predator got Pookie Floyd Hill. He says ninja nut. He said, is that ninja? He says single motherism is a terrible disease. Seek first, fellas. They love being single mothers. Single motherhood is a choice. Single motherhood is a choice. Chris Mack says Tyreek definitely cream pied that blue-eyed OnlyFans pog too. Yes, he did. And she probably mad she didn't get pregnant. All right. So that's why she took his ass to court. She was hoping she got pregnant. And then when she came back and she didn't get pregnant, she probably was like, damn. Gotta take the nigga to court. Yeah, man. Oh, man, it's an evil world out here, man. Y'all better listen to me. I got this shit down to a science. Nobody can debate me on this. You just going to get mad like Hafiz. Shout out to Brayon, coach. I'm driving Uber at the moment, and I just met a YN that's a junior in high school, and he already is making 6 figures doing HVAC work, along with doing car audio installations. He says right here, talk about bossing up. 2025. Shout out to that YN.
Better boss up, nigga.
Shout out to that YN. All right, my brother already making 6 figures doing HVAC, car installation. There's just some people who are ready to go. All right, and he ain't even out of high school. These kids need time to develop. Emerging adults, their brains still ain't developed. Speaking of, man, and we'll wrap it up, man, success. I put out videos, and I tried to show you this, but it's hard to grab the comment. One thing that I'm seeing here is I presented myself in a certain way. And the certain way I presented myself was I was down bad trying to recover. And you guys have seen me grow and become who I've become. So I appreciate y'all for being here and cheering me on and using me as a sense of inspiration and motivation. You saw me up. Ain't no telling when, but I'm going to continue to work hard to be up. It ain't easy. It wasn't an easy path. Some of you found me when I was already up. Some of you found me where I was already up. Some of you found me before I was up. And so what happens is a lot of people become uncomfortable with me showing a certain thing. You're just used to me being this little head right here. Okay? So that you just want me to just not be better than this. And this is typical. A lot of people do this. Your family, your friends. They don't like to see you make great improvements and strides. Some people do, and they say, I want to be like that. Great motivation. But there is something about men that don't want to see other people win. In fact, I have something called the free agent lifestyle, which is to show that you can go from here to here and not only show it what it takes to go here from here and to do it. And then there's still some people who don't get it. Well, why are you showing things off? Why are you showing us your travel? You're pissing me off. We know you got a Porsche. Well, I'm a content creator. I'm not just some person here talking to make you feel good about your bitch problem. I'm also a content creator, and many of the things that I do buy has to be used as content. Everything that I have is used as content. All right, everything but my kids, which, you know, there was an agreement not to use kids and give them a choice to be a part of this or not. So they overwhelmingly chose to have their own independence, and I protected them away from a toxic audience so as that it didn't expose them and get them talked about, and so they can have some privacy, as they call it in the UK. So that part of my life I don't show, but everything else is monetized. My house, my cars, my dog, my whole lifestyle, just to show people what you can do and become. It's not to make you feel bad, but a lot of people in our society today, they say, you know, don't be flexing on the internet. I'm sorry, I'm promoting a lifestyle. Did you forget free agent lifestyle? I don't know if you forgot. This is a lifestyle I'm promoting. I'm promoting a lifestyle to show. So what's the point of having a free agent lifestyle and not show what the lifestyle is? What's the point of having a free agent lifestyle and not showing you what's a part of that lifestyle? Oh, don't show us. Don't show off. We do have a society that just says, don't show people what's unattainable. It makes them feel bad. And to me, this is loser mindset. We just have a loser mindset where you just want people to just be successful, and real successful people don't show off their wins. I'm sorry, what? This is certainly not true, but then you'll give us an example of someone that doesn't. Well, Jeff Bezos doesn't show off. Well, that guy's way over and beyond needing to show off because he's already been there and done that. He's been done had it 15, 20 years in. Okay, he's already hit where I'm at 25 years ago. All right, just starting the company, he hit it. And he's humble, and he still lives in the same house in Omaha, and he doesn't have to show off. You mean when he's on this, hold on for a second. Let me see something here. Let me see something here. You mean his $500 million yacht? You haven't seen it? You haven't seen Jeff Bezos' yacht? The reason why you don't see Jeff Bezos showing off is because, nigga, you ain't where Jeff Bezos is at. You're never going to see him on his yacht. Okay? You're never going to see him on his yacht. All right? So he does show it off, nigga. All right? Let me just show you. He shows it off, but you ain't following him. You're following me. But looks like he's showing it off. Looks like he's taking pictures all on his boat. You just don't follow him on the sites where you're seeing the boat being taken pictures of, bruh. But trust me, nigga, this is somebody that is flexing a lifestyle. He's showing it, nigga. All right? But you just ain't following him to see it every day. He's showing his bitch off and all of that, and his TRT muscles. You're just not where he's doing it, showing off. So he don't have to go on Instagram and post every day because he Jeff Bezos. I have to go on Instagram and post every day because I'm CGA. I have to keep my name and brand on top of people's head every morning. So I gotta just be like, hey, remember me, nigga? Remember me? Until I get a $500 million yacht, then I don't have to say shit. I don't have to post every day. I can post once every 6 months. You see the difference? So don't say Jeff Bezos don't wear jewelry. He doesn't do this. He still lives in the same humble house. He still has the same desk he had when he started his business. Okay, nigga, y'all still believe that shit, huh? Y'all still believe that. But that's him on a $500 million yacht. Let me show you this real quick. And guess who else is on the yacht? Hoes and his entire goddamn family. Look, the Pavarotti's out there. The Pavarotti's is out there, and he on his yacht with his bitch, who is also Tony Gonzalez's former baby mama. And everybody's having a party. He doesn't show off. Okay. Keep believing that shit, bruh. Keep believing that. He doesn't have to show off. Okay, yes, he is. I see him with bitches and niggas. He got young bitches, old bitches, any bitches he want. 16-year-old bitches. And maritime law is probably 16. Okay. And there he is, having a party. He doesn't show off. Okay, looks like they're showing off. Right there. Okay, so with this being said, I think what happens is one way they try to defeat you is to make you believe that your job is to not flex, as to they're going to say there's a danger. People are going to rob you. Yes, I mean, dude, people can rob me outside. All right, as soon as I pull up to certain venues in my car, it can happen too. So if I'm afraid to show off my car on the internet, I should be afraid to drive it wherever I'm going, because that could happen as well. That could happen as well. So let's not get into this mindset constantly saying people shouldn't show off because it affects people. It affects people mentality. They can't handle it. That's to me telling me that's you telling me you're trying to control me. When my free agent lifestyle is about you not controlling me. Okay, you don't control me. Not only that, I should be able to do as I please in order to help more people who want to see it. And most of the time, more people want to see it than people who don't. And in fact, if you don't want to see it and you don't want to see other people be successful, your job is just to stop following them. If this affects you negatively. It affects you negatively. Don't follow people like that. Don't move to nice communities in the suburbs. Don't move to rich communities, wealthy communities. Because on Monday through Friday, they ain't showing off, but let Saturday and Sunday come. Them Persian, Greeks, Middle Easterns, Asians, whites, and the blacks that got it, bruh, they are showing off on the weekend, bruh. They showing off they bitches, they wives, their JUCOs, their wives' wedding rings. They will make you feel like a small human being in these communities. And it's competitive. Rich people don't wear fancy clothes. You a damn lie. They wear clothes that you don't even know is fancy. Like you like, where'd he get that ugly ass shirt? Shirt 15 to 20 grand. Tailor-made, custom, tailor-made to fit. Custom shirt. The tailor came in with the cloth. and sewed that shit up right there in front of him, delivered that shit, and it's tailor-made to fit. That shit ain't off the rack. And that's some motherfucking pattern cloth that you can't find. It's probably some goddamn silk that you can't even find nowhere. It just doesn't look like the gaudy shit that poor people buy to act like they look rich. But trust me, and oh, by the way, somebody said he don't wear jewelry. Look at it. I mean, he probably got a chain under there. I do see a chain under there. Probably black diamonds and shit too. When it's time, it's time. But, these people, Jeff Bezos, have to show you a certain, CEO types and people that are head of companies. They got to be a certain type of person. They can't just be out here showing up at the office, you know what I mean? Bling, bling. They can't do that. So they got to put their polo shirt on and their khakis. All right, to make everybody feel like they're a part of the team and no one's above the other, and to figure out why there's a discrepancy in income, why he's getting so much more of the company than anyone else. So he can't be that type. But when you're a person that's self-made and you don't have people employed, you can be somebody that can step out here and say, look at me. Where Jeff Bezos do it, the people in his company are going to feel like, oh my God, our CEO showing off again. So we got to get away from this loser mindset of this constant talk about showing off and flexing on the internet. Anybody that's against it is straight up a loser. You're basically saying you can't handle it. It is not for your safety. It's kind of like when somebody says you're tricking. Okay, what does that have to do with you? What's going to happen? Okay, well, you shouldn't show off. Why? Why are you concerned about it? What's going to happen if I do? What are you going to do as a result? Well, somebody going to get you. Okay, I just can't. It's this mindset. So I just think that, I even have to do this. I'm a person that constantly needs someone in front of me to motivate me. I also need a common enemy. Right? I do have a me against the world syndrome, meaning that if there's nobody in front of me that I need to knock down to get to the next step, then I'll become content. And I can't become content. I think when I become content, I don't like myself. I don't like where I'm going. I don't like being that comfortable. So I often have to always have somebody to go after. So my earlier YouTube, starting my business, I wouldn't have been a YouTuber if I didn't start being independent as a small business owner, if you will, or self-employed. I couldn't have gone from coaching to YouTube. I had to go through my phase of 10 years trying to set up and establish my identity as a fitness trainer. So initially it was to show people that I can become that and self-sufficient. Then it was that I have to be the best trainer. Then it was that idea that, it just slipped my mind. But it was the idea that to prove everybody that I can do this and stay self-sufficient. Then it was what? My ex-wife and overcoming that. I can make more money without you. Then going forward, all right, it was the battle in the courts. Then who was my next enemy? Then exposing the courts. Presenting to men information. That's the next enemy in front of me that I had to knock down. Then moving forward into that, the haters, people that just came over here to act like I was talking nonsense. Got to knock them down. Then next forward to that, I started to become a lot more successful running 2 of these things. And then I started to stack more money. Then it was treating myself. Oh, then the people who support you. I don't want to see your success. Got to knock them down. Okay. Then it was the PUAs and all the dating coaches, the hater content creators, the content thieves and the content creators. Now to knock these motherfuckers down. All right. These fake ass dating coaches, charlatans, giving y'all bad information. Got to knock them down. So they became the target. Then if I got better and then got them about the fucking way, who's left? You bitch ass niggas. So I always have to have somebody to knock the fuck down. I have to be gunning for somebody. I have to be gunning for somebody. Otherwise, if I just sit back and be like, everything's good, that's when you're going to catch me slipping. So I'm always having to come out, all right, who's next? Somebody got my spot or somebody's in my way. When you come to my way, I got to knock you down. These fake ass PUAs making content against me, talking shit, gotta knock y'all down. And I've already proved there's nothing they can say about me at this point. Then once I get through that, and then I get through over the next hurdle, who do I gotta knock down? Andrew Tate, Kai Cenat, Speed. I'm looking at them like I want to go at them. Fuck these people that got less viewers and subscribers than me. That don't do nothing for me. Who's next? Who's next? I gotta knock some. Who I'm going to? What am I going after next? Whose spot am I about to take next? I gotta shake somebody's spot. Oh, nigga, you can't do it. You know how many people that told me along the way in the last 15 years that I couldn't do it? And I'm still here. Every step of the way that I've been doing this, they told me I couldn't do it. Just think about that. Everybody that I challenged, everybody that I tried to confront, knock down, prove wrong, they all told me I couldn't do it. At every single one. You can't be him. He got a book that been out for 10 years. Bam. You can't get them. Your content ain't good enough. Boom. 2 channels, 100K. And it would have been better if I was monetized. I would have been over 1 million if I was monetized on 2 channels. Who's next? You can't beat them. Boom. You can't beat the family court. Boom. You can't beat the wife and child support. Boom. So I'm always got to have somebody in front of me. And when I get content, it ain't enough. So when you be like, Coach, when is enough enough? Never. Till I'm dead. Till I'm dead. Now, today is the Mitch ass niggas. You guys got my attention. You have my attention. You have my full attention. And today, I've dispatched the feminism. I wrote a whole book. Ain't nothing more I can say about it, but I can teach you about it. I've dispatched and proved that the free agent lifestyle is undefeated. The marriage will is undefeated. My name, the shit that I create, is in pop culture. I'm a pop culture icon in the red pill space. Then there's only a few of us. And anybody that denies that, it's laughable that you deny it. You can see me in pop culture today. You can see what I say in pop culture today. You're lying to yourself if you can't see it. So now it's the Mitch ass nigga. And then once they're done, because at some particular point, I don't have to spend all this time on the internet trying to teach and bring people a message because it will be irrelevant. I won't even care about where you land. Fuck it. Die. Die slow. Drown. I'm not giving you information. Then you'll see me off platforms trying new things. All right, who cares about these 8-hour live streams? Bro, I don't give a fuck. Fuck. If you didn't learn by now, go watch my old content. Fuck it. I ain't giving you no new information. So as boss up, I want you guys to feel the same, but do not fall into the loser trap of winning and then trying to make people comfortable around you who refuse to win. You have to refuse to lose. Don't let the people that refuse to win affect you by keeping them your friends and supporters when they don't want to support you when you win. Look, let me catch up with these super chats and then get up out of here. All right. All right. Shout out to VMAD. Had to double up the donation, coach. 99.99% of females today are womb donors at best, even the virgins. The laws have not changed, fellas. Act accordingly. Be a Mitch or suffer the consequences. You've been warned. Seek first. Dude, my content is undefeated. My content is undefeated. Like my theories and everything that I wrote, you can't beat it. You could just hope that I change it. Why don't you give a more balanced perspective? Fuck you. You mean I'm right? Just say I'm right. Lamont James says these Mitches ain't mad at Andrew Tate flexing his Bugatti. Bezos dismantled a bridge in Europe and rebuilt it just so his super yacht could pass through it. These Mitches wasn't mad. For real. Andrew Tate gets the flex. Well, that's part of his character. That's that's not how he started, just to be honest with you. And no hate, but he developed that character. That character was completely developed. If you go back, even on YouTube, there's stuff where he was a regular dude. All right, that character was somewhat developed and cultivated I would say, right before COVID and really perfected during COVID into 2022. All right. And he's done a good job of it. I'm glad that he's done it. It's good. But, yeah, so when people found him, he was already flexing, right? So that's why he doesn't, he still gets hate too, but he doesn't get hate from his so-called supporters. His so-called supporters, they love it when he do it. Yeah, flex on them and do this. But when I do it, people get real uncomfortable. And there's something about no, I'm not going to pull out the race card. I'm not going to pull out the race card. That would be low ball. So I still want to be credible with y'all. Shout out to the coach gang. Peace.